Hey everybody, happy Monday. Welcome back to the shop. Couple things I wanted to talk about today. So a few more projects on the go as of right now, if you guys are interested in what's going on. But first, let's talk about cheap parts. I've learned my lesson, hopefully, maybe. So here's what happened. For anybody who's following the channel, I had just put a new supercharger on my car, and for some reason, it just was overheating like crazy. I thought maybe because of the blower size and I was spinning it a little faster that was producing a ton of heat. And it does. They do produce that much heat. But as it turned out, when I first originally put the stock LT4 blower on the car, what happened was I just kind of cobbled together a bunch of parts. A bunch of parts from here and there and there and here, and I went on Amazon and I found a water to air intercooler. So in my head, thinking it was a good buy, and it wasn't overly cheap either. It was like $350. I figured the quality was going to be there, and I really didn't look that much into it. It said it was a water to air intercooler. I knew that's what I needed. It fit good in my car. So I went ahead and bought it. And when I ran my factory blower, I didn't really have any issues, but it seemed to be that this Edelbrock blower was just getting way too hot. So, hang on, I'll just open the hood and show you guys what's going on here. Right. So there it is. If you follow the page, you would have seen it already. The cooling system's on the other side, goes into the back, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so where did I put that? I put it somewhere. I guess I probably should have been a little bit more organized when I started the video, but whatever. Anyways, there it is. So this is the intercooler I bought. It's 2 inches thick. It's 22 inches long, and I don't know, I think it's like 8 inches tall. So anyways, this is the guy right here. So I had this installed in the car. I was running it with the factory LT4 supercharger that you see right here. No real issues. Nothing ever really got that hot. But then when I put the new supercharger on, everything was just boiling hot. So I did some testing and I found out that when I would touch the intercooler, it was cool on this side, but hot on this side. I was like, okay, well, maybe that's just the heat exchange process. As it turns out, this part right here, there's actually no divider in here. So I kind of figured there would be maybe at least a divider so that this could flow through and then pass all the way back. As it turns out, there's not. I put my snake through here, and these two nipples basically just loop right here. So the radiator was filling up with coolant, but it was only just recirculating itself on one side, and the whole rest of the radiator was absolutely useless. And it was cold to the touch, and yet my intake temperatures were like 60 degrees. I'm like, what's going on here? So that's what happened. I decided to ditch this thing. Cost me a ton of money, got it on Amazon. If you see any of these, don't bother with it. If you're planning on doing some kind of supercharged setup or a homemade setup like I did, stay away from that. So the solution to that was 2018 Cadillac CTS-V 6.2 supercharged factory intercooler. So this thing is, it's about 1.5 inches wide and much bigger. It is about twice the size. It's not as thick, but twice the size. It bolted up nicely. The nipples were the right size for the hose. Very happy with it. Haven't got to try it yet, but I feel like this will be the solution just because the inlet is on one side and the outlet is on the other side of the rad, so it has to travel through the entire radiator before it can leave it, so I'm guessing it's going to be better. So, tech tip for today, watch that stuff you buy on Amazon and eBay, because sometimes, the worst part is it wasn't cheap. I paid a lot of money for it, but sometimes it's just garbage. Moving along, so upcoming projects in the shop. Right now, my cousin's C10 is coming back in. Multi-port fuel injection. He is absolutely fed up of that stupid throttle body injection, and I don't blame him. I picked up this from a buddy dirt cheap. So this will be going in the C10. I got LS7 lifters for my engine, which I will be starting very shortly. It's starting to get cold outside and I don't really want to drive anymore. So I'm going to start yanking the engine out of the Camaro, putting this 6.8 in it. And what else do we have for projects around here? Oh yes, this. Not actually my project, but I am partaking in it a little bit. So we got the 2JZ right here, Lexus IS300, getting a full LS swap with a 5.3 aluminum. It's got a stage 2, sloppy stage 2 cam in it, manual trans out of a Colorado with a shifter relocate kit. Like I said, not my project, but I am going to be helping out and probably filming a little bit because there's a few people that want to see it going, and he doesn't have his own channel and is not making any videos on it, so I'm going to document it. So that's what's going on here today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Big things are coming. We're getting there slowly but surely. Fortunately, I have to do this between working time, and they haven't given me any sponsors yet, so maybe one day, but until then, we'll keep plugging along, and that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Take care.